Yeah, so the flex is not just like in the middle, it's like every part of the shoe. So I can flex the toe, nigga. Here's all of that shit. Adidas Copa Premiere, something like that. That looks extra European. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It just does, nigga. I feel like it's some type of way I'm supposed to say. Copa. Adidas Beetlejuice, nigga. That's what we going with, nigga. And he need his own. Yeah, I would skate those. I don't know why. Okay, so the theme of the shoe is to combine soccer aesthetics with skateboarding demands. For the love of me, I don't know why. So soccer shoes really be looking at. Do they really be looking at fly? I'm not in the field, in the market. I don't be looking. I don't really see them too much. But so like borrowing some of the tech, I can see if applicable. But the look of one, it is a cupsole sneaker with a EVA midsole, lots of flex out the box, and a true to size fit, not being wide foot friendly though. I would definitely say that. It borrows from the Copa Mundial. I feel like I'm overcomplicating shit.
Mundial.
Moon what?
Mundial.
What?
Mundial.
No, Mun.
Mundial.
Nigga, Mun. Yeah, that's what I thought, nigga. I win, cuz. Mundial, nigga. Mun. Fucking Mundial. That's a slur. That's definitely a slur somehow. Mundial. Got it. I'm gonna read their off-site description, starting with the premium leather upper in canvas quarter. The Copa Premiere has a low-profile silhouette inspired by iconic Copa
Mundial.
It offers a grippy, flexible cupsole and a high-grade EVA midsole for cushioning and comfort. Now, the outsole is actually the most interesting part of the shoe for me, and for several reasons, and it's not just because I'm autistic. See a lot of these grooves and breaks in the shoe, meaning there's going to be a good amount of fluidity or flexibility in general, which I would say there's just a slight lack of board feel out the box. You don't really, maybe a session. If you can break your shoes in within a session, and you typically do, you're definitely going to, it's definitely in that camp. But if it takes you a longer time, then whatever it tends to take you to breaking shoes, especially if you have any experience with Adidas, I would say it's more or less going to be on the lower end of that. But yeah, the outsole, phenomenal. So much flex right out the box. Like, even out the box, it was flat, like in every part, like not chunks, but every little part of it. Look at that. Every part of the motherfucker was been here, there, like in those sections. I feel like every part of it was just a toe, everything. It's alive, nigga. It moves when you move, and it moves where you move, like a stalker. It just sets them bushes on fire. You don't need you don't even have bushes, so you know the motherfucker up in there just stroking something that's not kosher to you simply existing, nigga. I don't know. This is supposed to be a goddamn shoe review or something like that. Damn sure has a lot of comfort and cushion. It has a solid amount of cushioning in the neck of the shoe, the collar of the shoe. Really notice it. It's not too thick or anything like that, which I wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little something thick now. It's extremely soft, but it also has a good amount of firmness to it, to where like the softness is going to hug your foot and actually keep supporting your foot. And your foot's not just going to smash away that softness, kind of negating the whole point in having that softness. And you're just like a big bitch, a big person, a fat. There's a good amount of cushioning and padding that kind of hugs your foot and doesn't have too much give to it. So you get that, you get a noticeable tighter fit, nothing too crazy, really comforting. And you feel the support all around. Your foot doesn't just smash it out. Your masculinity is off the charts with toxicity. So you don't want to really hug. You don't want to hug a nigga, but you want to hug a nigga, dog. But you really mean to hug a nigga, dog. You really mean that, but you got to optically. The insole is removable, kind of conforms to your foot, but it's thin, so lots of board feel. And the majority of the protection, therefore, is going to be coming from the actual outsole. Now, that being said, it does kind of look like it's more so for low to moderate impact, but it could probably hold its own. So I'm definitely going to see, and it looks to be well rounded. And actually, I'm not going to see because I don't be jumping like that, nigga. Now, it's definitely a good daily driver, so it allows for you to strap them up and be able to skate whatever comes your way. A little bit of flat, drops, gaps, and stairs up to probably a 7 comfortably, assuming it's not something massive, which even then
Look, I don't jump off anything constant that is big, but if you do, I'd imagine, and if not, go get some. You have additional insoles or something that you swap them out with, and you're good. Better safe than not. Yeah, you kind of have a clean one-piece toe cap. You got a little bit of stitching right there, so it's not much in the way to really get torn up. But these laces are there, though. Or I call them laces. The laces right there, nigga. The laces right there. Nigga. I don't know what the hell you want, but... So the outsole rubber, very soft and sticky to the touch. You can just tell that it's one of those where you can just... Sticky and soft to the touch, topped off with that nice thread pattern for extra grip and grit, starting from the front all the way over into the back. Now the toe cap does look to be on par with a quick blowout within a 2-week time frame, sadly. So that may be on the chopping block, but it's not. It actually lasted the normal amount of time. And what's really great is it is Adidas, so expect it to be routinely like 60 or far less than 80, even if it's not quite as low as 40. And they're actually on the site, I shit you not, right now for $40. Right now, at the time I'm filming this video, that may not be the case by the time this shit comes out, my nigga. And that toe cap wear, yeah, it's not a lot of layers to go through like I was talking about. I don't feel like it wore away too quickly, but I wish it had a little bit more bump to it. But again, it's all fine because the outsole is still good to go, so there's still grip there. Still a good amount of grip on this portion here, where you get a lot of the slipping, but there's a lot of grip on the upper as well, the suede. So all these points of contact isn't leading me to like miss my flick. So a lot of times shoes will start to, that rubber wears away too much, and either the upper is bad or the outsole is bad or both of them. And of course this part's bad, so you start missing your flick. But as long as you got the upper to compensate and the bottom to compensate, or a combination of the two or whatever, you'll be good to go. In this case, it has both of them. Strong, sturdy to the touch, very compact. That's going to make for excellent support out just right on the foot, from the top down. But that also is definitely, you feel it under your feet. You feel the support. And again, it's not nothing too crazy, but there is a damn sure appreciated and noticeable amount of comfort. So 2.5 weeks in, and I still feel that support and comfort, and it's barely gotten less noticeable. It hasn't really faded too quickly. This part, you can just feel the squid, and like you can feel that shit when you step. You can see it in some of the clips too, like whatever this is, that shit is working. Soft, padded, yet firm. Really soft. Of course, the back end, the heel protection, and everything. More support, more stability. You really up here? This what you doing, nigga? You all here in golden now, huh? Oh, this nigga think you majestic, huh? You think you majestic in this bitch? What the fuck you doing on my goddamn car, nigga? Knowing the goddamn, oh, there's 2 of these niggas, cuz that nigga look like the land before time, nigga, dog. What you doing? This nigga on some bullshit right here. Oh, this nigga got 15 sizes bigger, too. Now the tongue has a nice little front logo and styling on the sides, and it runs real thin, so out of sight, out of mind. Real forgettable, and I believe true to fashion of the nature of a lot of soccer shoes. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on anything. Just turn the video off, matter of fact. Yeah, and tongue padding, like completely irrelevant to my purchase, but it's one of those things that I don't need it. I don't care if a shoe doesn't have it, but I damn sure appreciate it if the shoe has just a little bit of it, a moderate amount, and damn sure a lot of it. But I don't like an excessively super bulky tongue or whatever. But either way, I don't care. I'm not particularly in any camp. It doesn't matter. It's not a big enough deal breaker for me in any shoe. I'd imagine it could get too big. It can be too big, and then yeah, I can't take that. But for $5.99 on the niggas only. I mean, just insole it up, if anything, if you really need to. But yeah, looking at the upper, you've seen some of that stitching was coming off, or it was starting to come up pretty early, but nothing too substantial. And like, this is raw. You can definitely shoe glue that down right away, but I just left it raw like I'm supposed to for the reviews and shit, and it didn't really continue to damage it, really. Didn't even fully lose a stripe. Was that English right there? It's starting to come up. Didn't lose a stripe or anything. And this stitching right here, it's starting to come up, but it's not. You can't damage it. You can't get past that. You still got this to get through. So it's literally just a stitching coming up, and then stick your finger in there. Cool. Ain't gonna do nothing. Is this wrapped around? Yeah, I can't get to the inside, so this is wrapped. This inner part is wrapped around, so this is just another pocket of the shoe. It's a pocket now. Yeah, I don't think it leads to the actual. Yeah, I can't get to the actual inside of the shoe, so it's not a straight up hole, but it's on its way to being one. Again, something you can shoe glue down easily.
Stroking something that's not kosher